Would you believe a holistic health expert's advice that the cure to cancer is mixing up a spoon of lemon juice and baking soda? How about telling your viewers that taking antibiotics is a scam? Don't be fooled by the quack doctor named Barbara Oneill. I'm warning you, if you're following her health advice, you could be gambling with your life. And she isn't just a piece of bad health advice, it's straight up deadly. And it's everywhere. Brace yourselves. You're in for a shocking roller coaster ride. Is Barbara Oneill a health expert you can truly trust? Or is she just another scam health expert on the internet pushing miracle treatments that can kill you? Let's start from the beginning. Barbara Oneill, the self-proclaimed holistic health educator from Australia who somehow landed in hot water for giving lectures that sound like my 1970s natural remedy cookbook I inherited from my grandma, born on July 28, 1953. We barely know anything about her personal life, except that she's married to Michael Oneill, the founder of the Informed Medical Options Party. Well, it's a group of anti-vaxxers and folks who think fluoride's making you dumb. In short, Barbara and her cult of followers believe in extreme ideologies that have no scientific backing whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong, natural medicine is good for prevention, but not so great in curing serious diseases. I do love a good cup of ginger tea when my tummy's doing backflips, but Barbara, she doesn't just dabble in natural remedies. She's gone to the dark side, completely opposing and rejecting modern medicine. I mean, seriously. So we've got decades of research of proven treatments to combat cancer, and Barbara's over here like, no, they're lying to you. Cancer can be cured by this drink as long as you take it consistently. I mean, my grandma was a victim too of this woman. How did I find out? Well, I just learned that my grandma's been taking baking soda shots because she saw some health and wellness channel featuring Barbara's talks. Seriously, it was a disaster that landed us a few doctor visits. Now, before you believe any health recipes Barbara Oneill is telling you to, I'm telling you right now, those things, they're sometimes too good to be true. I'm about to walk you through some of the most jaw-dropping health claims Barbara has ever made. Barbara Oneill's dangerous health claims. If I list all of Barbara's outrageous and unproven health claims, this video would be 30 minutes longer or more. Now, through her lectures, I noticed that these are the 3 biggest health myths that she's promoting that are straight up lies. Let's start with the first one. Lie number 1. Cancer comes from fungus. Baking soda is the cure. While some of Barbara's supporters say Big Pharma is out to silence her, every reasonable person on the planet has got to notice Barbara's outrageous health claims. One of them is that cancer cells can be destroyed by...
Recipe is 2 kilos of sodium bicarbonate. Of a cup of lemon juice. And 5 liters of boiling water.
Wait, what? A baking soda wrap? Barbara even advised cancer patients to ditch chemotherapy, to do her method, accompanied by a healthy diet. Yeah, how original. If that truly works, why in every hospital just handing out Arm & Hammer instead of chemo? Also, let's get this straight. Cancer doesn't come from fungi. Barbara also claims that...
The other thing cancer loves is sugar.
Now, listen. Sugar might give you a whole lot of things, like cavities or yes, even diabetes if you're not careful. But cancer? That's not how it works. Research shows that cancer happens when your cells multiply out of control because of DNA damage, not from fungus or mold. Typical treatments like chemotherapy and immunotherapy work effectively because they specifically target fast-growing cancer cells, as opposed to Barbara's claim that baking soda with lemon alkalizes your system, destroying cancer cells. Also, your body's pH levels ain't a seesaw you can balance with baking soda. Cancer patients' bodies are not acidic. That's just pure nonsense. To prove that, here's an example. Your blood. It naturally sits at a comfy pH of 7. That's highly alkaline. Your stomach? Packing a strong acid at pH 3. That's why it can melt food. Your body's got different pH in different parts, and no amount of lemon water or baking soda can alkalize your whole system. It's just one of her unproven health claims that are dangerous, especially if those miracle cures are taken seriously by actual cancer patients who are desperate enough they try anything they see on the internet. Lie number 2. Modern medicine is poison. Herbs in nature are the solution. Doing investigative research on this woman is like watching a bad TV drama, with Barbara Oneill playing the villain of modern medicine.
But the biggest chemical company in the world is the pharmaceutical company.
Barbara claims every illness can be cured with special herbal mixes, but here's what Barbara's not telling you. These natural remedies can create an unwanted reaction, especially if you're old and taking prescribed medications. That calming tea? That special herb mix? They could be fighting against your blood pressure pills or diabetes medication without you even knowing. Your arthritis medicine might stop working right with the tea you just boiled. We're not fear-mongering here. Doctors spend years learning how medicines interact for good reason. And when Barbara tells you to swap your treatments for her herbal cures, she's playing Russian roulette with your health. And as we age, we can't afford those kinds of risks. Also, remember how she's a fan of using natural remedies to cure cancer? Well, she doesn't even believe in using sunscreen. She also talks about how castor oil is the cure to all your skin problems. All talk, no actual studies to back them up. While those unproven claims seem to be ridiculous, this last one, now this one is straight up killing people. Lie number 3. Vaccines are dangerous. Vaccines are 100% safe and effective. While Barbara promotes the idea that vaccines contain toxins that make children autistic, in reality, vaccines are rigorously tested and proven to save millions of lives. Anti-vaccine influencers like Barbara Oneill are especially dangerous because when people believe Barbara's health myths and misinformation, they skip real medicine, and it puts lives at risk. And Mrs. Barbara, listen up. Maybe you've forgotten history, so I'm going to give you a little trip down memory lane. Back in 1796, Dr. Jenner invented the smallpox vaccine. The very first vaccine was created. And guess what? It worked so well that we eradicated smallpox on this planet. And it ain't just smallpox. Vaccines gave us a cure for polio, measles, rabies, and many other diseases. 200 plus years of medical advancements and discoveries cannot be changed by your outrageous claim. Vaccines aren't new, and they sure aren't optional if you want you or your grandkids to stay alive. So while Barbara and her husband out here are spreading their health conspiracy theories, the rest of us will be over here not dying of preventable diseases. All roads have an end, as they say. So how did Barbara's teachings backfire? Spoiler, it cost Barbara Oneill her career as a holistic health expert. Here's what the Australian government found out about this woman, and it made complete sense to me. And there's no point. You'll still believe her now. Made the whole world. Why you shouldn't trust Barbara Oneill, quack doctor banned from giving health advice. The land down under, where people are fit, happy, and healthy, but also one of the countries with the highest skin cancer rates around the globe. And here comes Barbara claiming sunscreen itself is what causes skin cancer and not the sunlight. Barbara Oneill describes herself as a qualified naturopath and nutritionist and has worked at health retreats in Queensland, Victoria, and New South Wales. Here's where it gets interesting. According to the Healthcare Complaints Commission in New South Wales, they found out that Barbara Oneill never held any membership with any accredited professional health organization and had failed to obtain any relevant health-related degrees or diplomas. Y'all heard that? Let me say this loud enough for the aunties in the kitchen. Barbara Oneill is not to be trusted because she is not a doctor. She hasn't even finished her nursing training. The HCCC's spokesperson also adds that Barbara does not recognize that she is misleading vulnerable people, including mothers and cancer sufferers, by providing very selective information. According to their investigation, Barbara also failed to keep records of consultations with clients, falsely claimed to be able to cure cancer, did not treat clients safely or ethically, and posed a risk to the health and safety of members of the public. Yeah, I believe them. Plenty of comments on these shady YouTube channels thanking Barbara their cancer was cured, no actual testimonies to back it up though. And you know what? This isn't the only hideous thing Barbara has done. According to the officials of the Australian government, Barbara told the commission that the dietary advice she had written on her website was based on her own experiences and she had never read the National Health and Medical Research Council's infant feeding guidelines, which provided evidence-based recommendations. Also, according to their investigation, Barbara has falsely claimed in one lecture that sodium bicarbonate injections had a 90% success rate of curing cancer. What's even more embarrassing is that her claim is that she produced no evidence to support her numbers. Is Barbara Oneill faking documents? A big red flag, especially if she's claiming she's got the cure for cancer. Australia's health authorities, with their piling amount of evidence proving Barbara was spreading misinformation, in September 2019, they officially banned Barbara forever from giving any health advice. No lectures, no consultations. That's not just a reality slap for Barbara, that's a full career shutdown. When a country's health commission permanently bans you, it's not because you gave bad advice once. It's because you're a proven danger to the public. Barbara's downfall is a win for science and all of us, especially when your health claims are risking people's lives instead of saving them. The fact that she has promoted unproven and wrong practices to treat serious diseases like cancer or diabetes, like honey, that ain't not holistic. That's straight up homicide. No amount of raw veggies, herbs, or baking soda mixed with lemon can cure serious diseases that need serious medical intervention. Moral of the story? If you're feeling something, it's best to get checked with an actual doctor. And for better, science-backed advice, listen to science-based experts like Dr. Jen Gunter. She's the author of Vagina Bible, who debunks health myths. Yeah, funny, but a great read. Dr. Fossey, a practicing doctor for more than 50 years. I follow him. He knows a lot of good stuff. And of course, we can't miss out on Dr. Mike. Subscribe to the best health and wellness channel on this platform. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you ready to call out dangerous health scams like Barbara Oneill? Or will you continue to believe her bogus cures? Get ready, because we're just getting started.